Well, welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is real life and this is my Troy Bilt XP2690 snowblower. Now it is just coming up on early July and you may wonder why I've bought this now, probably a question I'm asking myself, but it's the main to make sure I've got one in plenty of time for winter. Bought it while I've got the money, very sensible idea. It is 26 inch. It comes with the electric start, touch and turn steering, which I'll show you in a minute, heated handle grips, and best of all, an electric four-way chute. First snowblower I've ever had, but on the face of it, looks very impressive. Been very happy with my Troy Bilt yard mower, which is tucked away at the back of the garage there. The only thing being that I did first notice, slight criticism, this has come from Lowe's. This cable here is the auger cable, which controls whether these blades rotate or not. It's supposed to be slack. It was actually wrapped around here during the build, meaning that when you pulled back on this handle, all of this assembly got pulled backwards. So I thought that wasn't right, phoned them up, and sure enough, it had actually been assembled slightly incorrectly. I'm not going to turn it on at the minute for obvious reasons. You won't be able to hear a damn thing I'm saying. You've got your oil dipstick here, gas to go in here. It comes with electric start. Now the electric start does run off of the mains, which obviously means you have no issues with your battery running out in cold weather, because cold weather absolutely kills batteries. So if you were to store this out in your shed or a garage away from the house, the cold would kill a normal battery. Anything sub-zero just kills batteries. This is your start button. Your mains just plugs in here. Hold it on for no more than 5 seconds according to this. This is the backup pull start. From what I can gather, this should fire up pretty easily with the pull start, but I'm going to cover that probably in another video as it's going to be too damn noisy. Just moving down here, we have our primer. Supposed to press this 3 times once you've filled it full of gas. Ignition key, which is hanging on down there, still clipped on, goes in here. Okay, you set this to fast before firing it up. You set this to choke before firing it up. As soon as it's fired up, then increase it to run speed. Comes with a 243cc engine, which is slightly larger than the preceding model. Unlike a lot of snowblowers out there, where it has the solid rear axle and you have to manhandle the thing around, this comes with independent steering on the left and the right, and by pulling these levers you can turn the thing round on the spot. Each wheel's going to, I believe, spin independently, which was one of the attractions to it, having read up quite a lot on these. Fairly comprehensive starting instructions printed on here, so you can't forget them, although you're going to need a torch for seeing those at night, obviously. Heated handle grips. Thought this kind of a bit of novelty, but I read about it and a lot of people said, yeah, it's a novelty until you're out in -20 trying to do it. So you just turn this on, and obviously the grips either side are going to warm up. Drive control, you basically select it into gear before starting it, from what I can gather from the instructions. Then once she's fired up, you pull this down to engage the drive, and it's got a locking device here, I believe, for setting the whole thing in motion. This little joystick links through to the four-way chute here. As I mentioned, the auger handle initially, that was the one I mentioned where the cable was wrapped around. Now nice and easy to press down. Earlier you needed to be Arnie Schwarzenegger to push this thing down. I thought, this isn't right, it's going to stretch the cable, it's going to break it. So if you get one like that and this is really rigid, then you know it's the same problem, it's wrapped around something. This should come down. This is really easy. You can just do this with one finger or thumb, because obviously you're going to be holding this down for half an hour at a time maybe. You couldn't have held it down for more than 2 minutes with the initial tension on it. So here's your little steering levers again on here. Joystick, as I say. controls this unit, which links the hood, left and right movement, up and down, so you can do all of that without having to lean over, which I think was quite an issue for a lot of people. So you've got to lean over to adjust the damn chute angle at the same time as trying to steer it and work the throttle, whereas this really sounded very easy to use. Once again, this is the Troy Bilt XP 2690, although it refers to it as the Storm 2690 here in the catalogue, XP 2690 nonetheless. Headlight here, showing through. One of the criticisms of the previous model was that this box sat straight in front of the headlight, so the headlight was nigh on useless when the thing was in operation. Now obviously this is going to obstruct it. If you move it over to that side, it could potentially sit in front of it, but I can't see that being too big an issue. You've got your little snow clearance spike here for going down into the main tube if that jams, and you've got your nice big steel augers on the front there. These should only rotate according to the instructions when this lever is pulled down. When it's up, they should not rotate at all. What I found earlier, before I've not even filled it up with gas, but this so concerned me, the tension in this, that I just dry pulled this, and when I was pulling this, the blades were turning at the same time. Clearly not good. These should be always stationary when the thing's fired up until you pull the handle. Overall, looks fairly impressive, looks very well built. Very happy with my Troy Bilt yard mower, which is one of the reasons why I went with this again from Lowe's. As I say, slight issue with the cable and the assembly from Lowe's, but it was rectified in minutes over the phone. Generally very happy with it. Obviously the proof is in the pudding, and I'll post more when it snows, probably only in 2 or 3 months time, sadly. Just to see on the gear selection here, just pull it out to the side. Its natural tendency is for it to spring forwards. It's got 6 forward gears on here, 2 reverse, gets tighter as you pull it back, so I'm just going to leave it sat in first gear there for the minute. You've got auger control on the left here, so that sets the snow, that's the auger running at the front, the red thing that I've just shown you. That eases off, stops it. Left control under here, right control, just a little lever under there. Drive control overall, drive control is this lever. Again, very light to hold down. Okay, and you've got, where is it, shear pin storage, and I'll just show you the shear pins and instructions. Okay, just quickly laid everything out inside. It comes with this fast start guide as to how to prime the engine up, where to put the key in, shows gas fill, oil dipstick, electric starter button, electric starter outlet. Like I say, you can pull start it or you can use the mains power. The only slight disadvantage with using the mains power is if it's a major snowstorm, it does occur to me, your power could be out and you don't have the luxury of mains power. But if you bought a snowblower, then you may well have a generator anyway. That's going to be my next purchase and a future review, no doubt. Here we go, Troy Bilt Operator's Manual comes with, fairly comprehensive, wide variety of languages. And they do a separate manual just for the horizontal shaft engine for some reason. Quite sure why on that, but potentially come in handy at some point. And plastic bag with the spare ignition key, and here are the auger shear pins, which I think are kind of designed to snap in two if the thing hits something that, like a house brick or something, you know, if there's some stone or something in with the snow. You're not necessarily going to be cleaning your path. You could be, for argument's sake, clearing a path for your dog across the grass, and you might have a stone lying on the grass, jams the thing, and then the idea is this breaks rather than the machine breaking. Overall, yeah, looking pretty happy with it, feeling fairly confident. I'm going to have a dry run with it. Tyres look fairly high grip, this is the area that I have to clear with it. This is supposedly good for clearing a, well, it tells you on here, 2 cars wide by 4 cars long, clearing width 26 inches, for snow depth 16 inches. In Lowe's it actually quotes it as being 12 inches or less, so it's interesting to see on the machine it quotes it as 16 inches or more. Comes with 3-year limited warranty, which again is another reason why I picked it out above its competitors. Got rated very highly in website tests, and particularly people like the snow chute being able to control that one-handed and not having to reach over the top of the machine. Tyres, very high grip. So what can I say other than let it snow? Thanks for watching, and if you like this brief review of the Troy Bilt 2690 XP, then please give us the thumbs up and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is real life. Please like and subscribe below.